Today's April 6th, 2018, and we're about to have our handcart experience trek, and it's going to be personal for us. We just started out, and spirits are still high. I'm sure that when the pioneers started out, they still had lots of energy, but I guess we'll see how it goes as time goes on. Looks like we've got weather for rain, so I guess we'll see how nature treats us. Doing this reminds me of when I was about 4 years old, when I went on a trek to Martin's Cove in Wyoming. And for some reason my family took me and I was only 4 or 5, and I remember hating it, but we've gone about, I'm guessing, maybe pushing a mile, like maybe if we're lucky. Getting tired for sure. The pioneers also sang as they walked to pass the time away. Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. Did they send me daughters when I asked for sons? You're the saddest bunch I've ever met, but you can bet before we're through, Mister, I'll make a man out of you. I can't imagine doing this for 3,000 miles. It would seriously be so hard. The things you'll do for Nay. Oh man. Max, did we miss the... Are we lost? Oh, no, right there, right? Isn't that the thing?
Yeah, this is it.
So the pioneers crossed the plains, and they crossed on the same trail for much of the way that most people coming west crossed on. So they crossed on a legitimate trail for the most part. It's starting to rain a little bit harder. I have an ingrown toenail and it is starting to hurt. We're almost to camp though. The trails got signs that say we're getting close. So we made it to camp and it's raining. We made ourselves a small dinner with potatoes and carrots and a little bit of meat. The church spent 20 years collecting names to put into a database so that we can go and type in names of our ancestors and see their story, see their company, and learn about them. I have 18 close relatives that were pioneers. Most of those 18 were direct grandparents of mine. And I saw at least 2 that were in the Willie company, the Handcart company. Usually when we think of the pioneers, we think of like high mortality rates and fatalities and hard times. And surely there were hard times. But I read on the church history site, the mortality rate was just, I have it written down here, 3.4%. Where the normal mortality rate of the time was 2.5 to 2.9%. So it was only slightly higher for the handcart companies than normal, and that was just because they were exposed to the conditions usually. But the Willie Handcart company did have a higher mortality rate of 16 or 17%. It's a good experience for me because I've never done trek before. It's humbling to be out pulling a handcart. Now we're gonna go to bed. We're tired. Today's day 2. We just started on the journey after cleaning up camp, and we're a little bit sore from yesterday, but we're doing all right. We're happy to be out here on the trail again.
but I look kind of tired. I didn't get the best night's rest, sleeping on the cold, hard ground. This has been a good experience, and it makes me want to go relive that Martin's Cove experience, because that's in the legitimate heat of the summer, and maybe one day I'll get to go do that. We've reached Ensign Peak. This is a spot where Brigham Young declared, this is the right place.
Walking moccasins. Just kidding, I don't know. Project with the restart.